Our next presenter for this session is the worthy Vice Chancellor of the most prestigious Medical University of Pakistan, King Edward Medical University, Lahore, respected Professor Dr. Khalid Masood Gondar. He is general and laparoscopic surgeon with special interest in medical education. He is counselor and has been the regional director, Director General International Relations, Vice President, Senior Vice President of College of Physicians and Surgeons, and President Society of Surgeons of Pakistan. He is a proud recipient of Tamgha Imtiaz and also has the honor of being the pioneers of PhD in medical education in Pakistan. He has vast experience in the field of research as well and is author of more than 100 publications. I welcome him in this webinar, and it's an honor to invite him today to present his talk on monitoring of training and research in competency-based medical education. Please, sir, present your talk.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। Am I clear? आवाज आ रही है मेरी जी?
ये सर बिल्कुल आपकी आवाज भी आ रही है और आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन भी आ रही है.
I am grateful to my very dear friend Professor Dr. Saeed, Prorector University of Faisalabad. I'm grateful to Mia Muhammad Haider Amin, Chairman Board of Governors of University of Faisalabad, for inviting me and sharing my viewpoint on a very important topic of monitoring of training and research in competency-based medical education. And very happy to see the Chairman Punjab Higher Education Commission, Professor Dr. Fazal Ahmed Khalid, my elder brother, very respectable Vice Chancellor of UHS, Professor Javed Akram, Professor Umar, Professor Zafar Ali Chaudhary, Professor Khaliqur Rahman, national and international delegates, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Now, coming towards the definition of competency-based medical education. Right. Now, competency-based medical education can be defined as the medical education that focuses on the outcome, that is, upon completion of a learning pathway, a student must be able to perform the certain task. Now, as far as the residency program they are concerned, we had the first residency program in the Canada, that is known as the CanMed program, and then ACGME competency of US. Similarly, the ACGME competency of US, they are also there. The research, teamwork, communication skill, critical thinking, knowledge, and along with that, the most important, advocacy, professionalism, and pedagogy. Now, these are the structural, weird, displayed curricular chart, in which they have mentioned the competency on one side, level when to achieve these competencies, number of cases required in the first year of training, second, third, and fourth year of training. Similarly, the research requirement, rotational requirement, all these competencies, they are there on the structure, visual curricular displayed chart. And you are going to monitor these competency through a monitoring system to avoid the non-uniformity of training or to ensure the uniformity of training and quality assurance. As far as College of Physician Surgeon is concerned, the current number of the trainee, the specialists, they are around 36,000. 26,000 they are the fellows and 9,000 they are the members. The number of the trainee currently, they are around 24,000. This figure varies about 24 to 26,000, and college is now providing the fellowship program in 74 disciplines and membership program in 22 disciplines. As far as King Edward Medical University is concerned, because I am attached with both the institution, the total number of graduates, the alumni of King Edward Medical University is over 18,000, but the postgraduate resident, they are 1,131, and we are having both programs, the Fellowship of College of Physician Surgeon, MSMD of King Edward Medical University, PhD, and our own post-fellowship program. Now, research contribution of King Edward Medical University of last year, they are 243, and inshallah in this year we are going to have the double research contribution. In COVID circumstances, the university is working on 60 plus research project, and we have already the special issue of Annals of King Edward Medical University that relates to the COVID research. And this annal, I think, that is being visited by nationally and internationally. You can see in Pakistan, the user I just went to, there are over 2,000. Similarly, US, India, Malaysia, Indonesia, UK, and Saudi, the people they visited our journal where we publish the research related to the COVID. Now coming back to the main topic, how we should monitor the training and the research program. Monitoring basically is a continuous process that aims primarily to provide the management and stakeholders with the indication of progress or lack in the achievement of the result. Now, as far as the monitoring is concerned, the universities and the college, they used to have the conventional logbook. Now at the level of College of Physician Surgeons Pakistan and King Edward Medical University, we have shifted to the e-log. These were the manual logbooks, but there were problems with the manual logbook. There was no regular or periodic evaluation of the logbook. The conventional logbook used to be presented at the end of the training, and this has resulted into the non-uniformity of training and poor monitoring of the training program. Now, the idea of the e-log was there is a timely and systematic provision of information, and this is a prospective and regular monitoring with 360-degree feedback, and this also addresses the issue of professionalism and add to the professional attribute. Now, whenever you start any program, there are phases of the program. You do not directly implement that program. You first sensitize the stakeholders like trainer and the trainees. Then there's a planning phase, and then there's the implementation phase. CPSP started sensitizing its trainer and trainee. The planning phase was in 2010 and 11 onward, they implemented. We presented our pilot project in first medical education conference in Saudi Arabia. Then the same project was presented in Canada, Malaysia, and Thailand at various other forums. And I have the honor to present this project in the presence of the father of medical education, the Harden, and then after this pilot project, the project was implemented. Now, this e-log system is implemented for the resident in Pakistan, in Ireland, and UK. You know, the CPSP is having the rotational program. They expose their postgraduate resident to the Ireland and the UK for 2 years. Now, this is the meeting going on where the representative of the Royal Colleges and training bodies of Ireland, they are there, and I am demonstrating them the e-log system of the College of Physician Surgeons, and they are being monitored by the same system while they are working in the Ireland. After my presentation, now this email I received from the Health Services Executive Chief, Alice McGorwan. She wrote to the President of the College about the e-log system of Pakistan, and I am very happy to share that experience and that feelings of the training bodies of Ireland with my colleagues listening to this webinar. Well, Alice McGorwan says, "Dear Professor Gondal, I wish to let you know about the response to your demonstration of e-log system. My colleagues here in NDTB along with our training body colleagues were hugely impressed. They all are saying we should introduce something similar. Now the developed country, their training body, they are saying we should develop something similar that could be used for all the training body. At present, the training body used a different system, so they cannot talk to one another. They all asked me to pass on their congratulations to you and to your college." So this was something satisfactory for us. This is the live demonstration of e-log system, but I'm going to skip that. You can have this address and you can, I think, see the live demonstration and other things. Now, ever since I took over the Vice Chancellor of King Edward Medical University, I tried the experience which I learned from College of Physician Surgeons in Pakistan in this university. So we implemented the e-log system for the King Edward Medical University postgraduate resident. We planned that e-log in June 20 and we discussed this with all the stakeholders, the trainer and the trainee. This is the e-log book of King Edward Medical University, where through this monitoring system we are monitoring the training program, we are addressing the issue of variation of training. Similarly, we are monitoring the research of the trainee, that is they are supposed to write down the synopsis, then the dissertation, and similarly for our faculty it's compulsory to write down at least 2 research papers per year. So this through this e-log we are monitoring the research contribution, the quality of research, the time frame from the research, and similarly the training quality. And we are having the continuous educational workshop related to biostatic and research, where the international faculty and national faculty that is involved. These research activities they are going on in our biomedical department, and similarly our faculty is also involved in online international conferences and the webinar. Professor Bilkis Shabir, she organized this international webinar, as you are having today an excellent international conference that is going on. That webinar was chaired by Federal Minister of Education, Minister of Health of Punjab, focal person of the Prime Minister of Corona, Dr. Faisal Sultan, the current Federal Health Minister and Chairman HEC, also graced that webinar. Similarly, we had the international webinar in collaboration with the China Medical University, the Brahmia Belt and Road International Medical Education Alliance, and by the grace of Allah Almighty, King Edward Medical University, the founder member of the Brahmia. This webinar was inaugurated by the president of the China himself, and around 60 universities participated in that webinar. And we have got international collaboration in the research and the training with the Imperial College of London and Association of Commonwealth of the University. King Edward Medical University is the member of Commonwealth of the University. We invite the international research scholar, Professor Shella. She visited from Sheffield University, and similarly these activities they ensure the quality in the research. We also feel proud of our alumni who are contributing to the research of King Edward Medical University. We have got collaboration with the sister institution, the President Royal College of Physicians Surgeon Canada. He wrote when I took over as the Vice Chancellor for all sort of the collaboration as the training, the exchange of program is concerned, the research contribution that is concerned. The Chinese Medical University is one of the top university of the China. Professor Wendy Long is the president of China Medical University. He visited King Edward and declared the China Medical University as the sister university of King Edward Medical University, and we are having collaboration in the training and the research. Similarly, around 10 vice chancellors from UK, led by Professor Vincent Emery, they visited King Edward Medical University, and universities having the collaboration in training, research, in the exchange program. Then our faculty also visited China Medical University, and we participated in the Brahmia International Meeting in 2019 and signed the MOU with the China Medical University. Now, I think the feedback is the most important thing that you are going to monitor the training and the research. We regularly have the feedback session with our trainee and the supervisor, and this is I'm going to share the feedback of the monitoring system of the research and the training. I think you can see 80 to 90% are the satisfactory response as far as the feedback is concerned about our e-log system, our monitoring of the training and the research. I think because of the time constraint, I don't want to go into the detail of that thing. Then as far as the universities they are concerned, the colleges they are for the dissemination of knowledge, universities are for innovation and for the research. As my elder brother was mentioning, Professor Javed Akram was mentioning about the research, we also ensure the quality assurance in under and postgraduate medical education. The quality assurance department is very active, and by the grace of Allah Almighty, King Edward Medical University was awarded above 90% score by Higher Education Commission of Pakistan in quality assurance. So coming back to the conclusion, the old system of monitoring of hard copy of training process had many loopholes, leading to less transparency and inadequate continuous monitoring, which has been effectively addressed by the e-log book. level of College of Physicians Southern Pakistan and a level of King Edward Medical University. The e-log book has been proved to be a very useful, and it has not only made on-site continuous monitoring doable by the certifying body, but has also substantially increased the ownership by major stakeholders such as trainee and the trainer. ELOG provides feasible and authentic option for developing country to run the standardized residency program at national level. The overall acceptance of the students regarding the ELOG is high. Scheduling the IT workshop at the start of training and promoting specific and timely feedback culture will add to the student satisfaction regarding the utility of ELOG system. I am very grateful to the organizers of this international webinar, and I am sure I have not taken more time allocated to me. Thank you, Professor Saeed, and thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a privilege to have you here with us.